Hey, welcome to The Occupation. This is the first Let's Play I think I've done in a couple of years, because I was doing all those Let's Plays back in the day because I was kind of just on my own, just kind of lonely, but in New Jersey. That's not the case anymore, obviously. I've been in the Midwest for a while now with good friends and roommates, so just hasn't been an imperative that I do Let's Plays, but I just got my new computer today, and so just kicking it off with some games. I'm keeping the video quality not super high on my recordings because I may stream in the future and I don't want to pump the bandwidth up too high. Bandwidth doesn't change just because my computer did. This is The Occupation. It is a story game, and we're going to start it now. Let's go ahead and begin the story. Now I got this OBS kind of set to like auto duck, but I'm not sure how well it's going to do that, so I've kind of turned the desktop audio down a bit. I think the speaking audio is going to be about at the same level as my dialogue, regardless of ducking. So as I understand it, this game is a kind of political, kind of first-person story game.
What the hell have you done?
Scarlet, please, sit down.
Sit down! Do you think taking my children's going to stop me?
Stop you from doing what exactly?
Where did you take them?
This is far more important right now.
More important
We
than...
need stability. The country needs stability, and this act provides that.
This table needs stability. Look at it.
Work with me.
This country needs its freedom. Michael wouldn't have agreed to this. He's the one that started this act, and he did it...
Michael is dead. This country is a far different place than it was 3 years ago, Scarlet. There's rioting in the streets, for God's sake. We need tighter security now more than ever.
Well, I already don't like this guy.
People on our doorstep want to hurt us. I can't allow that.
That's not your decision to make.
I doubt they want to hurt you.
People need to know that their government is lying to them, and you can't threaten me into silence on this.
You can't see this right now, but you don't have another choice here.
This is a bunch of nude photos of me.
Open the file.
Alright, so we have that little cutscene. And I am on an M2 SSD. I don't think it's going to be as fast as like the next-gen consoles in terms of loading, but it's going to be quite a bit faster than my old SATA drive, at least.
Knowing what I know now, would I do it all again?
Flick.
Someone gets hurt either way, I suppose.
What if you flick that in
What
your
I thought was right
apartment?
at the time. That's all anyone can do.
What? Wait.
Mullen was terrible at remembering to lock windows.
Okay, you're sneaking
realised his role in
in.
all of
Okay, I understand. I was gonna be like, did you like climb out your window just to get a smoke break? And why did you do it like that? Like, that was weird. But no, I guess we're sneaking in. Okay, so now we're in the game proper. As I understand it, I think this game might have sort of like a real-time / time limit thing, like a 4-hour kind of thing. Objective sheet. Alright, the files on the Silhouette server contain highly confidential files that cannot be leaked. At the Union Act press event tomorrow. Keep security tight and stay vigilant. Okay, so I need to... UI mode. Oh, okay, I see. Alright. So I just need to take the disk from Charles Bowen's office and insert it into the server to transfer files. Okay, get that ID card. Sure. That's me now. I'm Alex Scarlet. Okay, pressing F does not flashlight, so... But there's a key card reader.
No floppy disks detected.
Keycards were beginning to restrict everyone's access. Having the correct level of security clearance was important.
Can I not... Hold on.
No floppy disks detected.
Okay, so it's very short. Also, I hope I'm not giving people motion sickness with kind of like the jittering of my mouse cursor. I kind of tend to pick it up and move it quite a bit.
Steve, the fuse box for Charles Bowman's office is playing up.
What, again?
Don't worry, maintenance are going to be on first thing in the morning.
Gaming world.
No need us running up down the stairs every 10 minutes for a false alarm.
Okay, roger that. Makes my life easier anyway.
That's not me telling you to take a break, Steve. You still have a job to do.
Yeah, of course. No problem.
I'll be in the lobby if you need me.
Of course, no problem. It'll be easy. Sure. Okay, so let's see. Examine notes.
People were still researching union law. Too little, too late.
All rights to legal representation regarding the individual, but not limited to the individual, may be suspended for up to 48 hours, uninclusive of the time taken to obtain said individual. This time is referred to as the grace period. The grace period can last 4, but not limited to, 12 hours. If new charges are brought to light within the allotted 12 hours, then a new reinstated grace period will come into effect, replacing the previous grace period. When said reinstated period is enforced, remaining time of the original prescribed 12 hours can be held in reserve to be used in addition to the acting grace period if required. Legal rights to representation in classical usage remains unaltered in definition as long as the individual is accompanied by a pre-union law official. So, as I understand it, just reading from this, you can have your rights to legal representation suspended for up to 48 hours, but they can find a way to keep you from having it ever, pretty much. Okay. Wait. An apple? Is this a good apple? They just threw a perfectly good apple out? Okay. Big old cigarettes. Not sure what the time period of this is, if this is meant to be like an alt history kind of a thing. So that's pretty vintage looking. Oh. Yeah, I got that now. Now if I want to, I can get some cigarettes. In you go. What the way it makes me wonder if they wanted this to be VR at some point. Let's see. Alright, let's do Piccadilly. Alright, I now have some cigarettes. It may be important for, a puzzle. Bum, bum. Okay, I don't see anyone.
The guard patrol was quite loose at the facility, at least before all of this. They wouldn't be back anytime soon.
That's nice.
Books belonged to the library and weren't allowed to be checked out. I always found it odd that the books we read were so highly monitored.
Not pick those up? Okay. What? For a closer look. At what? Okay, mouse scroll. That's very clumsily organized. Okay, hold and grab. Let's see. Should I have done that yet? No, there's clearly a letter in there, but it won't let me. Whatever. Got some old tea in there. It's so fun. Open this up. Nothing inside. That's just the box where I keep my air. My rare and exotic air. We've got a tape that could be important, or it could just be another song. Miss Dubois is furious. No, Alex Dubois is furious. He's not doing any more work on Silhouette until you sort out the mess with his family. I'll leave the floppy disk with you. Please do something. Alright, I'll go ahead and take that.
Everything I needed was on that cartridge.
Wait, what? Did I do a
Fate
swap?
of a nation in ones and zeros.
Like...
He would have understood. Sometimes I wonder
Indiana
if
Jones.
I'm just telling myself that, but... he would have understood.
It's so weird that you can only have one object in your hand at a time. What am I doing with my other hand? Okay, there's a keypad. Well, I have a key card, but I probably don't want to swipe that.
End of messages. You have 2 new messages. Message 1.
Charles, I had a look into the security concern that you were asking me about, and it turns out you might be onto something. So, don't do anything rash. You know, give me a call. Let's talk about this, and yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye for now.
Message 2.
Charles, it's Michael. My guys down here are getting pretty agitated about this whole Alex thing. Last time we spoke, you said you had it all sorted. I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but maybe we should have a meeting tomorrow morning, just discuss this, or I don't know. Just call me first thing.
Is that a different Michael, or did we go back in time, or what? I make outgoing call. Why would I want to... I mean, that's an option, apparently. Huh. If I wanted to do anything sneaky, I could. I mean, I've already taken the... But I need to go to Alex Dubois' workshop. There's quarter, there's stockroom. What in the world? Oh, very stealthy. Oh,
The
wow.
Silhouette server housed hundreds of files on the Union Act.
I didn't think this is where I needed to go,
Immigrant
but...
families, voting preferences, you name it.
This is a little dystopian. Can I get down? This lamp's in the way. What? There we go. Okay. Target launch 11th of April. The bugs can't remove user once added. Charles says this isn't an issue. How odd. Almost like it's a feature. Backing up information without switching off all circuits on the system causes a failure. Okay, that seems like an important detail. But we do have the disk. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Backup code. Let me see if I can find a backup code. Go ahead and take these tokens. One 6-7. Sorry, I had to nip out for the day. I really shouldn't be doing this, but Charles Bowman's door code is 5959. Not really important anymore, but oh no, that's right. There is that key card in there. That's right. I guess I'll take that pneumatic tube. Sure. I don't know what I'm doing this for, but sure. I mean, there's probably a reason for it, but I don't know yet. Ooh, a crumpled note. Thanks for sending me the algorithm, Alex. I'll test it in the server this evening. Was there even any reason for me to do that? I feel like stealth is going to come into play at some point, but it hasn't yet.
I missed a phone call from Michael that night.
We must have just missed each other's calls. Not to worry. Look, I'm heading across to the meta center. Apparently there's something to do with one of the servers malfunctioning.
Okay, so this is in the past, I guess.
Anyway, I'll try and call again soon. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Should have. I wish.
Can't really see it that well. Okay, so that was the only message. Okay. Hole punch, if we need it. Spoof of SPU Final Fantasy VII. Sure. Nothing in there, it looks like. Alright, let's go ahead and head on back. Okay. Alright.
At that very moment, our lives changed forever.
Steve, I've had a security alert. I've paged you the location.
Shit. Dag nabbit. Yeah. Vent. Vent strats. I mean, I just have to leave, right? And they're all the way down there. Alright, then I'm good to go. Right? Unless they want me to go out the front way? And you know what? That is true. They probably want me to go out the front door. They probably don't want me to do a giant fucking leap off a balcony. Alright, so that was not the correct way to go. I'm sorry. Okay, if I want to, I can have an apple in my possession. Maybe to throw it, I guess, to distract guards. Yeah, but they're not up here. And I don't have to worry about them being up here, I don't think. But there is his office. The door in his office. Let's go check it out. $5959. Oh, I probably need to turn the fuse back on. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna need his ID. Alright.
Is someone in here?
I didn't want security to see me up there. They were already on edge from the server blowing.
I'm really fucking bad at stealth games. Just as a warning. I don't want to sit down.
I made my way downstairs.
Mm-hmm. I know. Because I'm doing it. Right, this way he's got some darkness. I should be okay. Okay.
exit was the only route out. That green glow was my only focus now. Once I was out, there was no way back in. The events that transpired next were out of my control.
That means if I get caught, it's because the game wanted it to happen, and not because I'm bad at
That heightened
stealth.
security. It's more of a storage room than a fire exit.
Oh, we got okay. Well, that was
Mrs.
scripted.
Carson, it's you. I didn't expect you to still be here.
Why are you crouching
I'm gonna have to
down?
report you in the system. I'm sure you understand. Shouldn't you be leaving, Mrs. Carson?
Okay.
The air smelt thick with something burning that night. Protesters were getting worse, even before what happened. As I walked further from the facility, I almost forgot how bad things were.
Am I doing this just so I can get across? That's my guess. Okay. Yep, that confirms it. Okay, I think I could have fallen off the edge. Based on sort of like the bounding edges. Alright.
The canal was always so peaceful.
Hoo boy! That's some spicy propaganda.
I remember someone listening to music on a canal boat. Funny. It wouldn't be safe to be out there now. The walk home usually helped me clear my mind after a day's work. That night was different. I was thinking about Michael, that he'd be sat at home waiting for me, that had so much to talk about. The pre-Union Act was tearing the city apart, and it wouldn't be long before the whole country was rioting. At the time, I didn't feel like I could make a change.
Does this have anything to do with
I didn't
Brexit?
have a voice.
I'm just curious. Is this in any way Brexit inspired?
How you doing? I best get on. Speak to you later.
You best get on with what? You just look... You... With what? What are you busy doing? You're not doing anything. Alright. I can tell he doesn't want me around. So I'm just gonna go around him.
The only way to stop the act from happening was to do something more radical, something... You know... I often wonder what he would have thought of me.
I remember climbing over those in, what was it? Everyone's Gone to the Rapture?
I miss him more than you can ever know.
Now you talk. Now is Scarlett narrating this to the person at the other side of the table that took her kids? Give me that We got a telly.
It wasn't supposed to be. I didn't know. If I knew I was going to lose Michael, I'm so sorry, Michael.
What did you do?
I just didn't know.
Did you do a terror? You need to check with everybody before you do a terror.
Not a great deal
That's
can
why
be
you're
said in
doing
favour of the past two governments' policies when referring to the UK's outlook on foreign relations. For a second time, the public opinion poll has shown dissatisfaction and, dare I say it, contempt for the way that the PM has handled the country's affairs of late. More money going out, less money coming in, and at the heart of the matter, mass immigration. The majority of jobs for the time being appear to be safe, but for how long? We've already seen huge cuts to healthcare funding and public...
There it is. There was the terror. So by using his ID card, did that pin it on him?
I've
Yeah.
said this 100 times, I'm sure, but... So sorry for your loss.
Yeah, so we are narrating this to Charles, I guess.
Toast to the man and the memory. I imagine you'll need to take some personal time. That's fine. Just take what you need.
And
I'll
I-
handle everything on my end.
And I assume that this is not present day. This is still
I know
the
you and
past.
I see differently on a few things, but this is a time for solidarity, not turmoil.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps with all that's happened, we can finally work together. Deal with things head on.
We can't talk about progressive issues since a terrible thing happened.
Nobody could have seen this coming, Scarlett.
We can talk
You must
about
blame yourself.
conservative ideas, though. Now is the time for unity, if that unity involves my ideas. Okay. We have been hopping all around the timeline.
Harvey Miller, do you ever answer your phone? I've finished editing the introduction to the Bowman Carson piece you sent me. It's good, but I think we can do better. Alex Dubois has claimed that he wasn't at the facility at the time that they say he set off the explosion. He also says the phone records from the night prove it. Apparently, Detective Holden has them. Anyway, your first meeting is tomorrow. Find out everything you can. The phone records are a good start, but I have a feeling there's a bigger story here. Anyway, get some sleep and I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, so I am a new character now, I believe. Maybe. Yeah, H. Miller. Okay. And yeah, based on this tech, I would say that we are in sort of an alt history thing, because this is definitely like late 80s computer. A lot of this same book. Let me see. Harvey, we've come a long way together. I know it wasn't easy getting this book together, but I'm so glad you persevered through it. I'll never forgive myself for what happened, but you have to admit it makes for one heck of a story to tell at the next dinner party. And so I am a writer? Well, I mean, I guess I'm a journalist, and this is a book that I've written. There's this character. So a political writer slash journalist.
You have one new message. Message 1.
Harvey Miller, do you ever answer your phone? I've finished editing the introduction to the Bowman Car.
Oh, right. So that's what we just heard. Okay. I'd say that was a decent introduction to the occupation. Oh, football. I may play more of this, I'm not sure. I mean, I may record more of this. I will definitely play more of it, but I'm not sure if I'll record the whole thing. I think, I'm not sure if people really get too into full, Let's Plays for me, considering, you know, my channel did not have a ton of views. That's not what I expected was gonna happen. I thought that was... Stop. Eject. It's stuck. Okay. Yes, I can put items in there. ID cards, documents. This is a whole lot more. Okay, so I'm not restricted to just one item in this case. Yes, I found it. What do I do with it? Can I close it? Sure doesn't seem like I can. Is there something I'm supposed to click on and that'll progress? Okay, so I have to find the phone records. But I don't think that's, Okay, I cannot fall to my death. I said I was done, but like, I kind of am like, I want to keep looking at stuff. I mean, I'm assuming that Scarlet is the one that set up the bomb, but, maybe I was wrong. And she sure described a lot of what she was doing as, you know, a thing. A recipe. What am I looking for exactly? Because I found the briefcase, but it didn't... Nothing happened when I found it. Like, there it is. Oh, maybe if I sit down. Nope. Oh, pick up briefcase. I just noticed that in the corner. I'm a dummy. Oh, I locked myself in and threw away the key. I ate the key. Wait, what? I just scarfed that book up. What? Oh. Okay. Alright. Got a floppy disk, obviously. Gotta put it in. Okay. Is this a hacking? Is this an operating system? Okay, it's a chat room, I guess. So that's Scarlet. He's claiming he had nothing to do with the attack in Turing City. How do you know that? I don't know what this guy sounds like. I also know you have some meetings lined up at the Bowman Carson facility. You need to use that time to prove Alex wasn't involved. Why are you telling me this? I have reason to believe that the country is being lied to. How much do you know about the Union Act? Everything that's been made public. That should be enough for you to know that Act should never see the light of day. You're the only one who could change that now. How do you expect me to do that? With the Miller report. How do you know all of this? Who are you? A concerned third party. If you're a detective, you'll figure it out extremely quickly. What is it you want me to do? Gather all of the information regarding Alex Dubois and the Union Act. Bring it to me. And we can put end to this. Sorry, a little typo. How do I contact you? I'm on ICQ. Here is my 9-digit ICQ number. ICQ was the original Wii friend code. Alright, so I think we're done with that little set piece, and now we're gonna be in the next location. Oh, my progress has just been saved. That's nice. Was it not saved at any point up until then?
Harvey, your first meeting is with Carla Berman. Get there an hour early so you have time to look around and gather questions for your meeting.
Okay, so now the real-time part begins,
Follow
I
any leads
think.
you can for the Miller report. Good luck and don't trust anyone.
Alright, so I guess that was the end of the opening sort of prologue chapter. Oh, good grief. So, yeah, that's enough, I think, for this opening look at the occupation. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, so, yeah, I might come back to this. It seems like an interesting game. I think the politics of it are a little too, no, what's the word? I feel like it's just kind of like right there. There's not a lot of subtlety to it. But I don't know. It's tough when you make a political game that in the last 4 years, like, what is subtle and what is not subtle has like changed so much. With our sort of understanding of the world and America. You know, it's like how in the 2016, you know, it was quote unquote hilarious to make fun of, you know, Trump, and now in 2020, like the concept of like a comedy show, like a Daily Show type thing, being like, look at that orange idiot, like nobody laughs at it anymore because it's like this serves and accomplishes nothing other than being like a very light balm. So I guess it's like I'd have to work my feelings out a little more on this, but yeah, I think that's the difficulty when you make a political game in this era, is that you could be working on it for a couple of years, and then by the time it comes out, what you thought was perhaps a bit more subtle, or perhaps a bit more like just sort of like a foreshadowing or a projection of what you think might come to be in the world, has completely been flipped upside down. Anyway, that is The Occupation. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll be back with another gameplay video at some point. And the channel, Cartoon Drive-Thru, has turned 10 years old. You are old too. There are people who probably watched Deadly Space Action when they were 12 that are now 22. Just something to grow on, just something to gnaw on as you contemplate your mortality. I'll see you next time.